Steelers enter major rebuild era as Mike Tomlin steps down after 19 seasons. The Pittsburgh Steelers are entering a pivotal offseason as longtime head coach Mike Tomlin has stepped down, ending a historic 19-year tenure marked by consistency but increasingly mixed results. With questions hanging over the roster, especially at quarterback and on a roster increasingly built through free agency rather than homegrown talent, Pittsburgh now faces a true rebuild in the AFC. Tomlin's legacy: consistency versus playoff frustration. Tomlin's exit comes after nearly 2 decades without a losing season, a remarkable achievement in modern NFL history, and with 193 regular season wins, tying him with Steelers legend Chuck Noll. During his tenure, Pittsburgh claimed 8 AFC North titles and 1 Super Bowl 43, raising the Lombardi Trophy in the 2008 season under his guidance. Yet, persistent playoff struggles defined the latter half of his run. The Steelers exited in the wild card round this past season with a 30-6 loss to the Houston Texans, part of a troubling stretch of postseason failures. Including recent seasons, Pittsburgh became the first franchise in Super Bowl-era history to lose 5 consecutive playoff games by double digits and suffered a 9-season playoff win drought. Tomlin's decision to step down, a move that came shortly after the playoff defeat, now shifts the spotlight to a franchise that has had only 3 head coaches since 1969. With Tomlin's contract still active through 2027, the Steelers hold his rights should he ever return to NFL coaching. QB uncertainty and roster construction concerns. The decision comes amid ongoing uncertainty at quarterback, where Pittsburgh has struggled to find a long-term answer since the retirement of franchise icon Ben Roethlisberger in 2021. Over the past several seasons, the Steelers have cycled through multiple veteran acquisitions and free agent signings with limited success, including Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, and Kyle Allen. Yet no clear franchise quarterback has emerged. General Manager Omar Khan has repeatedly acknowledged the need for continued quarterback evaluation, stating all options are on the table, heading into off-season meetings, ranging from draft selections to veteran trades or free agent additions. This quarterback instability is emblematic of broader roster construction issues. Once celebrated for developing homegrown talent through the draft, recent Steelers rosters have relied heavily on veteran free agents and trade acquisitions. Nearly half of the team's key contributors in the 2025 season came from outside the organization, a stark contrast to the draft-heavy rosters of past decades. What's next for the Steelers? Pittsburgh now must navigate its first true, full rebuild in years. With Tomlin's departure, the Steelers will begin a coaching search that could reshape the team's direction. They must balance the search for strategic vision with pressing roster needs, particularly at quarterback, as the franchise hopes to reestablish itself as a contender in the AFC. While Tomlin's era will be remembered for its historic consistency and a Super Bowl championship, the next chapter will test Pittsburgh's ability to retool a roster in flux and find a new identity under fresh leadership.